Hello everyone and welcome back to Tanner Plays Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. On the last episode we made our way through Mount Moon and we caught a Clefable. That was really the only thing of note last episode, so maybe things will be a little bit different on this episode. So it looks like we are on Route 4 if I recall correctly, and we are heading to Cerulean City, which is the city that the gym leader Misty resides in. Alright, so we found a few items so far. Let's see what else is up here on the route. And this is quite a twisty route. Not sure what the deal is with that. I haven't seen any trainers so far, though I think there might be some down here. No, just grass. Now let's see if there's anything here that we haven't caught so far. We got Spearow and Rattata, which I'm not interested in, and Ekans. I thought I saw. Maybe that was just a Rattata. No, there's an Ekans. Nothing we haven't caught yet, though. So I'm just gonna run around in here just a little bit more. In my main file, I found a Charmander here, but since we already got one of those, I'm not too interested in getting another one. Though I wouldn't be opposed to it. Let's see if we find anything else. There might be Fearows here. It seems like I remember there being Fearows here. Maybe I'm wrong, but it seems like I thought there were Fearows here. Maybe that's somewhere relatively close to here. Not seeing anything so far. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and head out to Cerulean. So Cerulean City has always been one of my favorite cities in Pokemon. And I really like how the cities look in this game, because they each had their own personality. The cities in the original game, well, they kind of lacked personality. They all looked about the same, except stuff like Saffron City that had the big skyscrapers and stuff. But otherwise, I mean, obviously not their fault, you know, it was the technology at the time. But I like how each of the cities in this version, as you will see in the coming episodes, they each have like this tile that are different colors. So like in Fuchsia City, they have like this kind of purplish color. Cerulean City has this cerulean blue. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, it looks like Eve saw something. Let's throw some money in the fountain. Let's throw 500 Pokédollars. I think we'll get something pretty good. What do we get? Oh, that's reward in itself, I guess. And actually, let's play with Eve. We haven't done that in a while. Hey! I don't think I've seen that animation. It looks like Eve played a bunch with Eevee too, or Pidgey, and that's really nice. Hey! This is super cute, not gonna lie. Alright, let's feed Eve. Let's see. You've eaten a lot of these. Let's feed you something else. Let's feed you a Nana berry, I believe this is called. Basically just a banana. And you know what? Let's give you this one. I only have one, but feed you one last berry. Pet you a little bit more, and then we'll head out on our way. Oh, hey. High five. That's really cool. I love this. They really put a lot of stuff in this game. Okay, and it looks like, wow. Electrode. Again, Pokemon being vastly different sizes than I imagined them to be. Aw. Looks like Electrode is not obeying its trainer. Now that we have some Pokédollars, let's see what we can get from the Pokemart. We probably need to stock up on Great Balls since we don't have very many of those. I think 10 should be a good amount. We're spending quite a bit of our money, so... and definitely want to get some potions. And we only have normal potions available at the time. That's fine, we'll purchase 10. I think that's really all we'll need for now. And I believe we have to go to the Pokemon Center, so we'll go ahead and do that. And then I will cut to the point in which we are out of the Pokemon Center on to whatever we're doing next. Also, something I quickly want to note before we move on to the next part. They changed, like, a lot of the sprites are still the same as they were in the previous games, but they changed a few. And Clefable is one of those. They have a more, I guess, faithful look to their actual appearances in the game. And it looks really cool, especially with the starters. In my main account, I'm using the starters, all three in my party. and they each have like new sprite designs, and they look really neat. So just wanted to talk about that for a little bit. While I was here in the Pokemon Center, I saw this guy, and this guy will actually teach Eevee here some moves. So let's see. And all of these moves are really good. And you know what I think I'm going to use? I think I'm going to use Buzzy Buzz. Questionable names, but they're really good moves. So let's choose a move to forget. Out of all of these, I think the least useful would be Sand Attack. So we're going to go ahead and replace Sand Attack with Buzzy Buzz, which is an electric type move if you couldn't tell from the name. So we now have a pretty good move that Eevees obviously can't normally learn. They can't normally learn electric type moves. Let's see what the other houses contain here. Wow, Onyx. Yeah, I don't see how Onyx fits in this house, to be honest. Jam. Okay. I was stopped when I tried to enter a Pokemon with my dear Onyxie. That was utterly unnecessary. My Onyxie is such a good boy that it goes into its Pokeball in a tight space even without being asked. It doesn't in this house, and I'm afraid it's going to knock the roof off of this house. Jeez. Hello, sir? Only skilled trainers can collect gym badges. I see that you have at least one. May I tell you some interesting little bits of trivia about those badges? Sure. Now then, which of the 8 badges should I describe? So it looks like we have a list of each. Huh. It doesn't really tell me a whole lot, but thanks anyway. Now let's see what's out this back door. Looks like there is an item. A rare candy. And what the rare candy will do is it will increase the level of our Pokemon by 1. So whichever Pokemon we feed it to, its level will be increased by 1. Also, another feature that I have yet to describe that's new in this game is sending off Pokemon to the Professor. So if you check in your box, you can actually send Pokemon off to Professor Oak. So, for example, we had 2 Metapod here, so I'm going to send off the level 4 Metapod to Professor Oak. Let's see, yes. So Professor will give us a message back, and he will give us some candy. And each of these candies, basically, it raises the stats of your Pokemon, depending on what the candy is. So, if we have any extra Pokemon, we'll clear the box out eventually, you know, and we will get some candy from that. So this is the home of the Bike Maniac. In the original games, you could get a bicycle to ride around. But in this game, they have ride Pokemon, which you will see very soon. But for now, this still remains in town, and it's just kind of to pay tribute to the fact that there were once bikes that you could ride around, and now there aren't. And of course, the Bike Maniac will tell us about bikes, and I believe he makes references to the bikes in Ruby and Sapphire. Yeah, mock bikes. Yeah, and he talks super fast because he knows everything about bikes, I guess. And this is the Acro Bike, if I remember correctly. Yes, I'm not worried about that though. So let's go ahead and head back outside. Now the main point of interest here in Cerulean City is, of course, the gym. We are going to take on Misty, and I believe that my team is ready. For sure we will be using Bellsprout for this, since Bellsprout has a type advantage to Misty's water-type Pokemon. So let's go ahead and head over to the gym. Yo, champ in the making. Misty, the gym leader of Cerulean City Gym, is a powerful trainer. You'll need a Pokemon of at least level 15 if you want to challenge your gym. Show me a Pokemon of at least level 15 if you want to take on the gym. So, of course, we leveled both Eevee and Bellsprout to level 15, so we're good to go. And with any luck, we will actually defeat all the trainers and Misty here. So, let's go ahead and fight each of the trainers. We don't want to avoid any this time. Or any time, really. I avoided some of these in my main profile, and I found that I couldn't challenge them again, at least not early in the game, so we do want to gain as much experience here as we can. So Bellsprout should be able to take care of pretty much all the Pokemon in this gym, since it does have a type advantage, and Vine Whip should pretty easily take all of them out. However, that was a really good attack, and did quite a bit of damage to Bellsprout. I think merely to, or mostly due to the level advantage it has. Wow, yeah. If we survive, that is. Bellsprout should do pretty well. On to trainer number 2. I believe that we can speak to them? Yes. Did you see that dive just now? Don't you think it's deserving of a gold medal? Sure. I don't know much about that, but sure. Alright, Seal. So, Bellsprout is again taking on this Pokemon. Let's see how well Bellsprout fares. Let's try another Vine Whip. Again, these Pokemon do have a one level type, or not type, but level advantage over Bellsprout. So, we might be facing a few difficulties, especially when it comes to Misty. And here is trainer battle number 3. Alright, Shelder. Again, if it's following the trend here, it should be level 16. Yep, it appears to be the case. So, let's go ahead and do another Vine Whip. Yeah, quite a bit of damage. Water Gun was not the move to use in this case. Let's try another Vine Whip. And that took out Shelter. For some reason, we had a little bit more trouble with the first trainer battle here. And it looks like we are finally free to take on Misty. Alright, here we are. Hi, you're new face. What's your policy on Pokemon? What's your approach? My policy for battle is an all-out offensive with water-type Pokemon. Misty, the world-famous beauty, is your host. My sweet Pokemon are ready. Are you? Sure am. You are challenged by Gym Leader Misty. Alright. Psyduck. So, Psyduck's a pretty good water-type Pokemon. And it's level 18, which is a little bit higher than the Pokemon we've faced so far here in this gym. So hopefully Bellsprout will hold up against the pressure. But it looks like Bellsprout was brought down to 1 HP point. Not a good thing. We definitely need to heal Bellsprout. And we need to be careful because Bellsprout could easily be knocked out. Okay, as long as Psyduck keeps using water-type moves, actually, to be safe, I think I'm going to switch out with Eevee here. Alright, Eevee, you cover for us while we heal Bellsprout. I think I'll actually have Eevee take out Psyduck too. Alright, so Psyduck's been chipping away at our HP. I think we're going to go with Buzzy Buzz, just see what happens. And that takes out Psyduck. Alright, and that raises Eevee to a level 16, and it should give Bellsprout quite a bit of HP, or rather experience as well. Let's see, I think I've healed Bellsprout quite enough. But if, you know, typically the case with gym leaders is their last Pokemon is their strongest. So, hopefully, Bellsprout will survive. Yeah, level 19, so one level above what Psyduck was. Let's try a Vine Whip. Oh no. Yeah, brought down our HP quite a bit. You know what, let's send out Pidgey. Pidgey has not been sent out yet. And I want Pidgey to benefit from this experience gain. Also, I really like the designs of the gyms and like the backgrounds during the battle. Probably the most detailed in the series so far. So yeah, I think Eve's gonna have to handle this Starmie. And we do need to heal Eevee. Okay. Scald. Oh, that's bad. That's real bad. Okay. We are gonna have to revive. I'm gonna revive Eevee. Yeah, that's really bad. Hopefully we make it through this fight. I wasn't expecting to have this much trouble. I probably should have leveled these guys up a little bit. We have 2 revives, so that's good. And if I remember correctly, that will heal half of the HP for Eevee. And also, Pidgey just died. Okay, so Pidgey won't be getting that XP. Yeah, I think I'm gonna I'm gonna have Eve finish off Starmie if things go well, and I'm gonna send out Bellsprout while I heal up Eve. Yeah, this is bad. I hope we make it through this battle. We're gonna fight. I think I'm gonna do. Jeez, I'm not in a good situation here. Let's see. Let's heal Eve a little bit more. I think Bellsprout's probably gonna be taken out. Yeah. I think the only surviving Pokemon, if we make it through this battle, is gonna be Eve. But with Buzzy Buzz, I think that should take out Starmie, or take out quite a bit of its HP at least. Yeah, if we don't finish this fight, we're gonna have to train these guys pretty well. And it's paralyzed, so that gives it a chance of not attacking during one of its turns, which is great, because I want to heal Eve just in case. Yeah, that's great. Okay, I think we can take out Starmie. Alright, come on. Yeah, and that did it. We made it through that fight. I was kind of wondering if we would. Alright. So that worked out. The only downside of that is that the other two Pokemon will not be getting any XP, which really sucks, but we had to work with what we have. Alright, you can have a Cascade badge to show that you beat me. So we now have another badge. You got a Cascade badge from Misty. A Cascade badge makes Pokemon up to level 30 from other trainers listen to you. You can also have my favorite TM, Scald. So if we get a water-type Pokemon, such as, say, Squirtle, we can teach that to Squirtle. So let's go ahead and leave the gym. And I would say we did pretty well today, even though that battle didn't go quite as I'd hoped it would. But overall, we accomplished quite a bit. So I've gone up to Nugget Bridge, and it looks like we have encountered Trace again. And he is pretty upset about something. And he wants to fight. That's weird. Well, I just got finished with the gym, but sure. Why not? Alright, so it looks like Trace has a Pidgey as well. We're going to go ahead and send out Bellsprout for this, since he didn't get any XP from our last battle. It looks like after this, Bellsprout should level up to 16. Acid did quite a bit of damage to Pidgey. I think another attack should do it. Oh, but a potion. Okay. Smart move. Yeah, and with taking out that Pidgey, it looks like Bellsprout has grown to level 16. And we can also learn the move Sleep Powder, which is very useful. So I think I'm gonna learn that. So see what growth does. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna replace Wrap. All right, since Trace is sending out Oddish, I think I'm gonna switch out to Pidgey. All right, let's go ahead and hit Oddish with a Wing Attack, which does a tremendous amount of damage. Let's see what Acid does to us. Not much. So I think another attack should do Oddish in. Quick Attack should do it. And there we go. Oddish is out. Alright, since Trace is sending out Pikachu, obviously we're going to send out our starter, Eve. So let's go ahead and send out Eve. So Buzzy Buzz is probably not the best move to use against another electric type. So we're going to go ahead and try, let's try Double Kick. And that did a pretty good amount of damage, pretty solid. Double Team, which will raise Pikachu's evasiveness. Yeah, okay. I think maybe a Quick Attack is the most appropriate move in this situation. And with that, Pikachu is out. Alright. And apparently that battle calmed Trace down somehow. Deep breaths. Okay, let me try that again. Sorry, it's not like me to lose my cool like that. There's a house up ahead where this famous Pokemon fanatic is supposed to live. I wanted to stop by because I thought maybe I'd get to see some rare Pokemon or something. But what I found, and don't freak out when you hear this, that Pokemon fanatic Bill wasn't there. And instead there was a Pokemon that talked. Yeesh, just thinking about it gives me the creeps. Don't go in there, Tanner. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to go in there. But we'll be going in there in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. This has been a pretty great episode, in my opinion. And I hope that the next episode is just as good. So thank you so much, and I will see you next time.